So this is where we are at the moment. You can see the warning lights are on, including airbag lights, so probably haven't done the cables properly under the seat. She's running very lumpy and got a flat battery at the moment, so scenic to the rescue. So I'm going to turn everything off now and plug the car scanner in and see what's going on. So the OBD port in this car is underneath the broken ashtray, and that literally just lifts out. You open up the little flap. There she is. So I bought this car scanner from eBay. I think it was about £6. It's turned out quite well. So let's see what I can do for this car. So the OBD connects to my phone via Wi-Fi. So I'm going to press connect now and see what happens. Okay, where we got P1018 and P101A. Okay, gonna go on Google now and see where they are. So it's been a few days since I looked up the fault codes, and I can't remember exactly what I found, but it was rather vague in any case. If I remember correctly, one of the faults pointed at the throttle body needed a bit of a clean, and another one suggested the crankshaft sensor probably needs changing. But while I was in the engine bay, I wanted to look. There's a multi-plug that sits under this fuse box. It gets a bit of water ingress, and as you can see in this one, not bad, but won't hurt to clean that one. So I'm going to get on with that and rebuild this fuse box, and then we'll look at the crank sensor, clean the throttle body, and probably give it an oil change as well while we're at it. So I cleaned up the multi-plug and put everything back in the fuse box. I found this wasn't really a job I needed doing, but found some flaking paint, so used some Hammerite just to tidy up a little bit. And then things escalated very, very quickly. So we had to remove the entire assembly on the top, just get to the throttle body that was underneath the housing. And yeah, so at least I can clean it up now. So we'll clean that, pull the plugs, give those a good clean. It should be good, they're only about 2 years old, as is the coil pack. And yeah, we'll clean those, get it all back together and see how it goes from there. So there she is, all back together. And we've rebuilt the fuse box, cleaned up the battery terminals around the battery area just to make it look a bit nicer. The airbox is okay. Changed the crank sensor underneath. All this is back after far too much work just to get to the throttle body, but that's all clean. Spark plug's been out and cleaned. We're still to do an oil change, but I just want to see if she'll actually start. Had the battery charging for a little bit. She started, but still very lumpy. So I'm going to get the scanner back on and see what's going on. So this is where I'm up to. These are the codes it's given me. The P101A was there last time, I think, but the P1004 is a new one. Car's still lumpy as all hell. Running worse than ever. And I've also got a strange ticking noise I think it's coming from the carbon canister. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to go have a cup of tea and probably reconsider my life's choices up to this point. And I think the next stage may involve matches. Okay, well, I didn't get much joy reading up on the codes, but I'm just going to go with experience in this one and say it's the injectors. I have had this problem before, and my nephew also had the same problem with the Clio that he had. They just don't like being stood. The injectors get gummed up. It unfortunately means removing all this just to get to that fuel rail. Joy. So that's the fuel rail back out. Yeah, just see what's on eBay. Like I said, I have had this problem before, so I'm very well convinced this is going to be it. Fingers crossed. So it's been a few days, but the new fuel injectors have turned up. So I'm going to get busy fitting these and see what happens. Okay, so she's all back together, and let's see how she starts. Got her fingers, toes and everything else crossed. Much better. Yeah, so it's definitely a fueling issue. It just seems to be a common problem with these. The carbon canister's gone quiet. There's still lights on the dashboard, but I'm going to worry about that for another day because it's starting to rain. I'm going to leave it there for now. Okay, well, today hasn't quite gone to plan. The jobs on the list for today were to change the oil in the filter and to do the fan belt because I was looking a bit tired, but can't find the fan belt, wrong filter, so yeah, we're not doing those today. I also can't find this bit of trim that I bought from the scrapyard, so yeah, I was going to leave it for today, but I remembered I bought this headlight restoration kit. Now, I have done these headlights before, and the last time I did it was using various grades of sandpaper and then wax to finish. But this was actually cheaper than just the sandpaper on its own, so I thought I'd give it a go. Okay, let's see what this does. So it's a pretty basic kit. We've got 3 polishing pads to be used in different directions. We've got a headlight restorer as basically the cutting compound. Got some lubricant to use with the polishing pads and some sealant to finish. So let's give it a scope. honest, it's probably good enough for MOT when you compare it to the side. It has done something, but yeah, not good enough. But there are some parts I could probably use from this kit. I'm going to do it the proper way, I think. And yeah, some people in the DA. Okay.